AARON PATTY, North Las Vegas Police. It was around 9:30 this morning that officers received a call in the 5000 block of Drifting Pebble of a shooting involving a 3-year-old. When they arrived, along with medical, they located the 3-year-old. He was transported to UMC, where he's listed in critical condition at this time. The preliminary investigation indicates right now that the child allegedly had access to a firearm inside the residence, and this may be a case of self-inflicted gunshot wounds. So that's something that we're looking into right now. I can't get into the exact details of location of the weapon inside the home, who it belongs to, and things of that nature, as it is an active and fluid investigation at the moment. But this is a good reminder for the Valley that those homeowners, especially those who have children, make sure those weapons are in a safe place. Whether that's in a safe or up high, out of reach of small hands, make sure that they can access those firearms, because we have an unfortunate case here where a 3-year-old child is fighting for his life as a result of a firearm that was located inside a home, and that person can face potential charges if you are culpable of that. So we want parents, gun owners who have children inside the home, again, please be mindful of your surroundings, of those weapons that are in the home, especially firearms, and make sure they're locked away.
Where was the 3-year-old shot?
I can't get into a location of the body just yet. We believe he has at least one gunshot wound at the moment, but he is at UMC Hospital, at UMC Trauma right now.
Do you know what kind of weapon or what caliber the weapon may have been?
I believe it may have been a handgun, but detectives are going to take a look. They're actually working on search warrants and things like that to gain access to the home and find out exactly what we have.
Usually investigations like these, how long does it take for you guys to know exactly what happened?
We're going to be on scene today for the next several hours to gather as much evidence as we can. One of the close things that we're going to take a look at is the firearm in play. And another thing to keep in mind is that the interviews will help explain exactly what happened in those short moments before the gun was discharged. We're asking the public to be patient with us. We're not going to have a lot of information today, but as this investigation continues, we'll have more information in the coming days to follow.
Was the child at home by himself or herself when this happened? Or?
Right now, it appears that there were multiple people inside the residence, including one other child. So there are multiple people being interviewed at the time. Nobody else was injured in this incident, just the one child.
Was the other child a sibling? Has that sibling been removed from the home?
Yeah, and there's nobody inside the residence right now, just for safety reasons, because we have to go and we have to check.
Removed from the custody, from the parents.
No, you're talking about CPS?
Yes.
That it's still early in the investigation, so that's an angle that will take place as far as a phone call and getting them involved and having them come out and take a look and see what they want to do as far as the other child in the house. But that's not going to be our call to make.
What led you to believe it was self-inflicted? Is there something specific that happened?
Yeah, that's through the initial statements that were made and the evidence inside the residence. So again, we have our CSI on scene. They're going to use the equipment that they have to document everything very thoroughly. But these situations just take time. We're going to be able to take a lot of evidence and a lot of pictures today, but a lot of these things we're going to send off for evaluation, determine, distance, how many rounds, what type of caliber, and things like that. So we still have a lot of work to do in this case.
Do you know what possible charges they could face, the parents?
Child neglect, endangerment. So we're talking about very serious charges here, which again, this is a good reminder for the whole Valley. If you do have firearms, if you are a firearm owner, or any of the other weapons for that matter, just make sure they're locked up in a safe place.
And what time did this happen?
This was about 9:30 this morning.
We're talking about how easy it is to protect your family from weapons. Like, it's easy to put a lock on it. It's easy to put it into a locker. Talk about that.
You know what? We're in November, so you're going to be seeing a lot of Black Friday deals on safes, gun safes, small safes, large safes. If you're a person who has one gun, make sure you get a small gun safe. If you're a person who has multiple guns, make sure you consider a larger safe. Just having them put away in a safe location such as a safe is going to help you in the long run. You never know when or where a burglary could possibly happen. You don't want those weapons in the hands of criminals, let alone your children. So make sure those are in a safe place so nobody can get injured or hurt.
Thank you.
Thank you.